What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Stacey the Intuitive. Today I wanted to talk about a very exciting topic. I really love these like very spiritual niche topics and things like that. And if you're into this kind of spiritual woo-woo talk, then you're gonna love this. So today we're going to be talking about light body expansion and some of the things that come along with that. This is a time where I feel like a lot of people are tuning into what it means to expand your light body, and we're really tuning into more light codes and things like that. And it is causing this overall light body expansion or connection to the higher self. We're gonna call it the higher self, but as we integrate all the selves, I think that all parts of the self become the higher self. So let's just speak about it as the light self, which is like the illuminated self, right? And so let's talk about that and some of the symptoms that come along with that, because I've been experiencing some like light body upgrades, and I feel like I've been having a lot of symptoms associated with that, specifically one, which is a lot of tiredness. So I'm just gonna kind of break that down and kind of hope to give you a little bit of understanding of the process that you currently are going through. So when you essentially have a light body expansion, light body upgrade, essentially it is where you expand your capacity for light. And how does this happen? It is by shining light on dark places from within, whether that be places of unknown, whether that be places of darkness where you are experiencing shadowy energy, or whatever have you. It's about shining light on those places. It's really just a big healing energy where you take in a lot of light, and now you're able to have a broader capacity for more light within you, right? So for example, if you needed to heal this feeling of unworthiness and you start shining lots of light in that area of unworthiness, now all this space that was being occupied by whatever darkness or whatever inability to perceive your worthiness is being infiltrated with light. And so now your capacity for light has expanded. Now you're holding more space for light rather than having the space being occupied by darkness or, just unoccupied space in general. Now, when your light body expands, when you take in more light, you do have to go through this kind of adjustment period. It's kind of like when you're out in the sun and you feel so tired because your body has to reach a level of homeostasis once again. Your body's trying to get back to that regular temperature, that regulated temperature after being out in the heat so long, and just all these things. Your body you get very tired because your body's processes kind of go into overdrive, and there's this energy of needing to reach a level of balance again. And this also happens when you're integrating light into your energetic light body. There's this process that happens where your body is kind of over processing all of this light because it's not acclimated to all of this light, but it can be, right? So that's the beauty of it. Your body's not acclimated to all of this light. And I think this notion is very important as well, because we are all kind of on this expansion, ascension, enlightenment journey. So you need to kind of understand like what enlightenment truly is, and that really is a process of just bringing more light in, right? Expanding your capacity for light energy, which is light energy is just clarity, it's illumination, it's truth, right? Like those are the very basic ways of describing light. So don't feel intimidated by that, like, oh my god, what do you mean? Like it's literally just clarity, understanding, illumination, all of those things. So that's what light is. And dark would kind of be the absence of knowledge and information. It might be lack of understanding. Really, that's all darkness is. It's kind of like a lack of understanding. It could be pain, all these types of things. And so when we're going through this process of having more healing, as so many of us are coming into this stage of awakening and, embarking on this spiritual journey, we are integrating much more light. And we are also doing this as a collective. So that's really special as well. The collective is now holding space for more light as so many more of us awaken and expand. And so with that being said, I really came here. What inspired this for me was because I have been going through this process of kind of really going through like this mental purging, really going through this mental, spiritual, and physical purging, where all of these past behaviors, patterns, limiting beliefs, and things are kind of being expelled from out of me. I am like really just eradicating all the things that do not serve me, really just creating more space within me. And I'm doing that by shining light on these things. I'm gaining more knowledge, more information, more clarity, more understanding, more love, and all these things. And with that being said, my light body is being activated. My ability to hold more light is being expanded, where I once was in darkness or it was just like stagnant energy. And so with that being said, with that, big adjustment happening within me. I am experiencing a lot of changes just to my being, within and without. For one, just this like excessive tiredness. And today I found myself like, why am I so tired? It wasn't even that I couldn't do like my normal activities. I went to the gym today, like I had my healthy foods, all that. I took like a walk. But I was feeling just so tired and drained. Like I started my day pretty late. And it's more than just like a waking up late or taking a nap energy. It's just like when you even wake up and get yourself to do things, it's like you're feeling so drained and tired. And I've been feeling that for the past, like week or so, especially as I've been going through so many changes. Like I've had so many purgings, so many kind of unrootings and things like that. That has been the process I've been going through, having lots of life changes. And kind of following that is this period of just feeling drained beyond belief. And I kind of meditated and stuff like that and gave myself some real time just like in true presence and true just like recharge mode. And I kind of received this information that I have been my light body is expanding, my body's adjusting, and I'm needing to like relax and do all of that. And I thought that was so important because so many of us are on this journey of just integrating so much more light. And as you create space for more light, you also attract more light, right? There's this interesting energy that I'll make a video about that I was thinking about that's coming up for me now. Is it's such like a paradox, such like an abstract idea that light attracts light, but light also attracts dark, right? Like opposites attract, and also like attracts like what a paradox of a thought, right? Because they both are kind of the same thing, but also significantly different. Light attracts like because light attracts light because a like attracts like, right? The same things will always attract one another. Light attracts dark because of this notion that they're different in degree, right? But identical in nature. So they're the same thing, but they're different in degree. And so with that being said, as you attract more light, right, you are in this place to receive more light, but you're also in this place where you can now uncover more darkness and more places to integrate knowledge and things like that, which is interesting because there's this concept of like, say that you're receiving clarity and information. Now you have access to perceive something that you didn't have information about. Now that place that you have just activated activates more light in another space. So there is this energy of having more space for light as you integrate more into your light body. And it's a really beautiful energy, and it's super important as we come to this very important time. I'm filming this right now on the Lionsgate 8/8 portal, and that energy does continue on until August 17th, because it'll be another 8/8. And so there's this very just like big energy of just light being integrated at this time, but there's always light being integrated. I am one of those people who subscribe to that. Like, these days are beautiful, but we're always integrating, and it's the light that we're always integrating in between these portals of time that kind of allow us to attune to what's going on in those moment to moment, allow us to be aligned to the frequency of days like this. And so yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk about that, so that we can kind of understand like a little bit more of this process. As you become enlightened, you're actually expanding your capacity for light. You're actually expanding your light body. You're actually becoming more light. And in that process, also attracting more dark. I think it's so important to notate that, because it's always going to be a balance. I don't think there's ever a point where light supersedes dark. I think that there's always, what we're trying to get to, is this place of balance where they can just work together, and you come to this place of total balance and homeostasis, where whenever your consciousness always supports you in shining light on whatever darkness is unveiled, so that you're never becoming more one than the other. They're just working together in a continuous process in order to expand more and more and more. And there's such beauty when you're able to integrate more light in a world that is kind of infiltrated by darkness, because you become like a very powerful mechanism in this whole thing. So if you're feeling extra tired, if you've been having a lot of releasing, purging, clarity, knowledge coming in, further awakening, being enlightened to things, it is because your light body is expanding. You are coming into a lighter consciousness, and all those things are happening for y'all. So I really love concepts like this. I love sharing things like this. you know, there's a lot of information to be had, and it just helps you to understand your processes. And for me, that's so important, because sometimes I'm going through these energies, I'm like, girl, what is going on? I don't understand. I need some information. And you know, I really love being able now, for me personally, as I expand my light body, becoming more able to perceive what these changes are for me, instead of having to go to someone else, and actually being able to share this with y'all, you know, who may be in a position where I was, who didn't know where to look when I needed this information. So I'm so grateful to be, you know, sharing this, and I really hope that it helps some of you along this journey. And I want to say kudos to y'all, because if you recognize, if you kudos to y'all, because if you resonate with this, it means that you are expanding your light body and you are becoming more light. And I love that. That's so exciting. We are the change makers on this world, guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys next time. Continue integrating more light, continue shining light on all the darkness, and becoming those balanced and beautiful beings. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.